Good day, football viewers, and welcome to another episode of Football 451. My name is Marcel, and I'm joined with Mpumelelo. Today, we're going to be discussing Group A of the Euros. Now, as you guys know, Euros is around the corner. It's actually Euro 2020. Due to lockdown, they postponed it, and we had to have it a year later. This tournament is looking exciting this year, I've got to be honest. Group A consists of Turkey, Italy, Wales, and Switzerland. Today, Mpumelelo and myself are going to be discussing Turkey and Italy. Mpumelelo, I have the Turkey lineup here, which I just want to go to in a second. I also have the Italy one. That's the Italy. But we're going to discuss the Turkey lineup first. Now, Yilmaz, as we know, he actually won the French league with Lille. How important is he in this Turkey setup, especially with his experience, the fact that he's about 36 years old now?
Good day, football for 5 community and fans. Okay, on the Turkey lineup, Ben Yilmaz, I think he will play a very pivotal role, considering that he has this amount of creativity in the middle of the park. Because I've only watched, I think, about 4 or 5 of his game. The way he positioned himself in their box, like he's like any other striker in the world. To be quite fair, like one of the top 10 strikers. The way like he positions himself, I think like he can see the future. Like, okay, the ball's going to land here, the ball's going to land where. So by him doing that and sticking between defenders all the time, he will give Italy problems. Not Italy only, but all those nations in their group, a lot of trouble.
Yeah, 100%, I agree. I see they also have Andaya from Leicester, but Andaya seems to have a lot of like injury problems, fitness issues. He hasn't played that much for Leicester.
Yeah, he also struggled with injuries from AS Roma, because if you remember, Nicolo Zaniolo was always his replacement. So him not playing a lot of football last season, it could be a problem for Turkey, but we will see what he has from this game. Because looking at the Italian side, all the players there have played more than like 25 plus games that season. So I think Under will be much more 50-50 for me.
Okay, so the lineup we have here is a potential lineup. This is not really a certainty of who's going to play each game. If they have to start the tournament with Under, I'd be quite shocked. You know, I'm sure there's somebody else that's played more, that has more to offer, that they can potentially utilize. But they do have Sonko in the back end, and for me, that's obviously that's one of the probably the big plays for the team, because he's done so well with Leicester. He hasn't been playing much this season, understandably because of injury. But in the times when he has been in there, and from last season, as you know, when Harry Maguire left to go to United, he's been fantastic. He's been formidable.
Yeah, very true. And then reports say that Soyuncu is the quickest centre back in the world. Like, this guy can cover ground really quick. So yeah, Soyuncu and Demiral, I think, is a good combination. Looking at Demiral, he has like 12 plus appearances last season with Juventus. So him and Soyuncu will complement each other pretty well, because they are young. Yes, they are young, but there's a little bit of leadership going on between the two.
Yeah, that's correct. We have Italy as well, and me personally, I think these are not just going to be group winners, but I think they're going to go quite far in the competition. They have Donnarumma in the as a goalkeeper, and he needs no introduction. But in a matter of fact, we don't even know which club he's going to next, because he's obviously parted ways now with AC Milan over the Mino Raiola story and contract negotiations, him asking for too much money at his age. Then they have the likes of Chiellini, Bonucci, Jorginho, Barella, who's just won the league with Inter Milan, Insigne, my favorite player, Ciro Immobile, and Chiesa of Juventus. So they're coming in there with quite a good team. Who do you think in this team is going to be a factor?
Okay, Italy, I think Italy, they have a huge squad, because looking at the Serie A and other Italian players that are playing outside Serie A, there are a lot. Yes, Ciro Immobile had a good season, because I saw Belotti was struggling this season. I think he has 10 minus goals. So yeah, Ciro is a good start for them. He knows how to convert. And then Lorenzo Insigne, I'm definitely sure about this one. He'll be wearing the number 10 jersey. That's what I'll be looking forward to watch. He's an exciting player, and I wish to have him at Arsenal too. And then Emerson Jorginho, they are Champions League winners, as we all know. Barella also won the league, Inter. Then yeah, the two centre backs, they don't need an introduction between Chiellini and Bonucci, because they are vets. They're also World Cup winners in the 2006. So yeah, Italy, it's strong to be group winners.
I'm not sure if you know this, but Italy actually haven't lost a game since 2018. They've won, they lost 25, and they lost 5 games. They've won 2-0. Now, I've looked into their history and stuff like that. And look, there's some teams in this tournament that we might throw them in because we're focusing on the group. But in reality, we don't really feel they have the potential to exceed. Unfortunately, Turkey, probably one of them, they might go through. However, their chances of exceeding after that are highly doubted. Italy comes in here with a good chance, I feel. They haven't beaten anyone of note. They haven't beaten a Spain or France, But as the saying goes, you can only beat who's in front of you. Now, looking at this team, there's some of these players that actually have a lot of experience. Chiellini, he's won trophies. He offers a lot at the back. Bonucci, Donnarumma, everyone's trying to get their hands on Donnarumma. Jorginho, he's just won a Champions League trophy. Barella, he's just won a trophy with Inter Milan. Immobile, he has been naturally a golden boot contender. Last season it was him and Ronaldo, and I think he came out second or third in that. But he did actually win the golden boots. I think it was in 2016 for Lazio. So these are guys with experience. They have it all. They just need the right person to guide them in the right direction. And Mancini being their manager, this could be their season to grab something.
Yeah, they can grab something, because what I like about Roberto Mancini, he always gives players chances. Like, look at Locatelli. I'm pretty much sure that most of people do not know Locatelli, but I saw him playing the Serie A, and he's a proper player, proper midfielder, strong lad. So yeah, Chiellini and Bonucci, they have a lot to offer. So yeah, Italy is the stronger side, probably favorites.
Yeah, they're actually 11 rand. Well, that's 11 rands in South Africa, but you can get as much as 11 to 1 in order for a win for Euros. I see some betting sites actually have up a final, so you can actually go like Italy and Portugal, or Italy and France, or Italy and Germany, and they'll give you odds as much as 33 to 1 and 50 to 1. So not only will you get paid early, but you're getting a little bit more, And I'm fancying maybe Italy with France, Italy with Portugal, something like that. I'm just going to stay away from the likes of Spain and Germany. I'll talk more about that as we move on. Germany, I feel that with the coach change and stuff like that, they're still going to find themselves. We're still going to see their best team. And with Spain, I wasn't too happy about Luis Enrique. The way he chose it, I felt he was a bit biased in his selections and stuff. So on a personal note, I don't feel he chose with his head. He went more with his heart.
Yeah. Looking at Spain 26-man squad, it's not entirely convincing. But what I've noticed in the La Liga, most of the Spanish players that played in the 2018 World Cup, they've been left out. The likes of Isco, I didn't understand why Zidane didn't give him much of game time so that he could be selected. So I'm not quite sure about Spain pulling through this Euro.
Okay, now I agree with you 100%. We also wanted to make mention that there is a Euros 2020 app that you can download from the Google Play Store. We're going to be touching on players each day. We've already touched on 2 now from Group A, and tomorrow we will touch on the next 2. That's going to be Wales and Switzerland. So this is it can be a difficult group in its own right. Whether Turkey can go through or not go through, time will tell. I personally think the likes of Switzerland will go ahead of Turkey, but we'll get into that tomorrow. Guys, please download the Google Play Store. We're going to be discussing a fantasy team. Each day, we're going to be touching on players from each country within the group. And we're going to try and assemble what we feel is the best team to possibly for fantasy. Mpumelelo, can I leave it to you to close it up?
Okay, sure. Thanks, Football World 451 community. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe our channel from YouTube and Facebook. Your support will be highly appreciated. Let's keep the ball rolling. Peace out.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.